Empathy is a beautiful thing. It connects us. It softens the world. It makes us human. But what if I told you that this very gift could also become your curse? Empathy, when uncontrolled, becomes a silent destroyer. It drains your energy, clouds your judgment, and convinces you to carry burdens that were never. Not all suffering is yours to heal, and not all pain is yours to absorb. Let's dive into the shadow side of empathy, the part no one talks about, the part that can slowly, silently unravel your soul if you're not careful. Empathy is often praised, even romanticized. We admire those who feel deeply, but the unseen truth is this: feeling deeply comes at a cost. When you constantly absorb the emotions of others, you begin to lose sight of your own. You become a sponge for the pain of the world, saturating yourself with suffering that doesn't belong to you. You say, "I understand." You say, "I feel your pain." But at what cost? The empath becomes the martyr, not because anyone asked them to, but because they didn't know how to say no. The world is filled with people who do not seek to heal but to offload. They find empathic souls and cling to them, not out of love, but out of need. Emotional vampires don't always look dangerous. Often, they're the ones who seem most broken, most lost, most in need of your help. And you, being empathic, try to save them. But here's the truth: empathy without boundaries becomes codependency. You are not their therapist. You are not their savior. And the more you give, the more they take, until you forget who you are without their pain. Empaths often carry a quiet, toxic guilt. The guilt of saying no. The guilt of not being able to fix someone. The guilt of walking away. You start to believe that love means self-sacrifice, that kindness means exhaustion, that your worth is tied to how much pain you can carry. But that is not love. That is self-neglect in disguise. Carl Jung once said, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely." And part of that acceptance is realizing you are not responsible for saving everyone. The more you feel what others feel, the harder it becomes to know what you feel. Your emotions blend into theirs. Your dreams are put on hold to support theirs. Your peace becomes a background noise to their chaos. You forget your center. You forget your boundaries. You become a mirror for others. But what happens when the mirror forgets its own reflection? You lose your sense of self. And that loss, if left unchecked, leads to burnout, resentment, and despair. There are people who know how to weaponize your empathy. They use stories of pain to control you. They twist your kindness into obligation, and they make your compassion feel like a debt you can never repay. They say, "If you really cared, you'd stay. If you truly loved me, you'd never walk away." But love is not a cage, and empathy is not servitude. Sometimes, the most compassionate thing you can do is to walk away and let them face their own reflection. Empathy is a sacred gift, but without boundaries, it becomes poison. You must learn to feel with others, not for them. You must learn the difference between connection and absorption. Just as your lungs need oxygen, your soul needs space. You cannot give from an empty vessel. You cannot help others if you're drowning too. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors with locks. They decide who enters and how long they stay. Alan Watts spoke often of detachment, not as indifference, but as clarity. To love without clinging, to care without collapsing. Detached compassion says, "I see your suffering, but I won't become it. I honor your pain, but I won't let it define me. I love you, but I must still love myself." You are not cold for protecting your peace. You are not heartless for choosing yourself. Know your limits. Empathy is not infinite. Even the ocean has a shore. Learn to say no without guilt. Your energy is sacred. Don't spend it on those who drain you. Recognize manipulation masked as need. Some only want your attention. Not everyone who cries wants to change. Practice self-reflection. Journal your emotions to separate what's truly yours and what you've absorbed. Surround yourself with those who refill your soul. Not just those who require your healing, but those who bring you peace too. Empathy is the bridge that connects souls. But a bridge is not a home. You must walk it, then return. Don't let your gift destroy your spirit. Feel, but don't drown. Care, but don't crumble. Help, but don't lose yourself. There is strength and softness, but there must be structure in your soul. You were not born to carry the world. You were born to walk it. Gently, wisely, and whole. If no one's told you this, you are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to choose yourself, and you are allowed to be kind, without becoming a casualty of your own compassion. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, press the thumbs up and share it with others. It helps spread the message of inner peace. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this.